Hi everyone. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host David Tier, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. Today I'm up to song number 2806, and that one is Woman by John Lennon. This came out in 1981, just about a month after he was killed. Very unfortunate. He was murdered by one of his fans. Um, I forget his name right now, but it was a horrible thing. That was December 8th, 1980. I remember it. I mean, I was in college. I had just started college at University of Michigan. I was a freshman, and I just remember it was nighttime right after dinner. I was in my dorm, and I'll just switch to um, the headlines. But yeah, it was a horrible thing. Made the news. Everybody heard about it very shortly afterwards. It was a terrible tragedy for many people all over the world. Um, the Beatles are amazing. I mean, they're my favorite group of all time. And, I think they were the greatest group of all time. John Lennon, I think, as you all know, John and Paul wrote most of their songs. He was a genius singer and songwriter. And it was a little strange, but, he was a pacifist. And, I think that one thing that got the Beatles in trouble was when he married Yoko, unfortunately. I heard there were a lot of personnel differences between John and Paul once he married Yoko. John even started his own band with Yoko, 1968, called the Plastic Ono Band. I'm gonna go back to John. Here's a picture of John and Yoko, and they had a kid. They had a son named Sean. Here's a picture of them with their son, Sean, very cute kid. And I couldn't resist showing another one. This is Sean on his fourth birthday, it looks like. I understand that Sean was, at least according to John, Sean was the inspiration for the Beatles song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. He drew a picture of, I guess, a woman in the sky or something, and John asked him what it was supposed to be. He said, "It's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds." At least that's the story. I don't know if I believe it because the initials of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds are LSD, and it's very, very unlikely that Sean would have just accidentally stumbled across a phrase with that acronym, but whatever. I mean, anyway, let me just get back to the song. It was so "Woman" was the second hit from his album called Double Fantasy. This was a joint album between John and Yoko, released in 1980, just a month before John was killed. And it was, like I said, it was a second hit from this album. The first was called Just Like Starting Over. That actually went to number one. And it was number one when he was killed. And, Woman came out. That was the next hit. That was released a month after he died. And, maybe I would have ranked this song higher. I just wasn't really that crazy about this song. I don't know why. I mean, it's a good song. It's a song about his love for Yoko, and I understand. I just looked this up that it wasn't just about Yoko. It was about women in general, and it's a very loving song. Maybe I just don't like the melody so much. I wasn't really that crazy about just like starting over either, actually. I mean, that one did come up much higher on my list, just a little heads up. But, I think he did his better music. I mean, he did his best music with the Beatles, there's no question. But he was a good solo artist, too. I mean, Imagine's an amazing song. That one came in very, very high on my list. I'm going to tell you how high. I think that's one of the greatest songs of all time, actually. It's a peace anthem. And, getting back to when I learned about his murder, I heard about it when I was in my dorm. I think it was right after dinner. All the kids in my dorm were shouting about it. They couldn't believe they had just heard that he was shot and killed. So the first thing I did when I heard this news was I turned on my stereo. And guess what they were playing? They were playing Imagine. And it was the first time I ever heard this song in my life. I don't know why I never heard it before. It was recorded in 1971. This was 1980. I guess I just haven't listened to much of John's solo music, but beautiful song, a song about world peace, and I hope it comes to pass someday. So that was a great song of his. He has some other really good songs. I also like Instant Karma, We All Shine On, and Give Peace a Chance. A lot of his songs were kind of like peace anthems, particularly his early stuff. I think Double Fantasy, he didn't write any peace anthems. Probably my favorite song on this album is called Beautiful Boy. And this was the flip side of Woman. So, and I didn't even hear Beautiful Boy. I think I might have bought this CD, or I think I bought a CD of John Lennon's solo songs once years ago. I don't still have it. It was back in the 90s, but that's when I first heard the song Beautiful Boy. And it's a beautiful song. It was not released as a single, but I think it's one of his best solo hits, solo songs. And it was also featured in the movie Mr. Holland's Opus. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but Richard Dreyfuss actually sings. He doesn't sing it very well. He even says he can't really sing it, but it's a good scene. In the movie, he's supposed to have a deaf son, and he sings it to his son. Yeah, it's a very powerful scene. But anyway, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about the song Woman by John Lennon. Uh, yeah, oh yeah, well, yeah, I should this. So anyway, that's my video. Thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.